All right, according to a new study from Johns Hopkins, infants exposed to pet dander along with a wide variety of bacteria in the home in their first year of life seem to be a lot healthier later in life. So basically, the news with this is telling parents, don't protect your kids from all this stuff. We're going to talk about this morning with Dr. Jeffrey Thomas, who is a family medical doctor with Loveless Medical Group. Good morning, Doc. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so I think we've heard about this idea for quite some time from parents saying, you know what, if you have pets in the home, it can be a good thing. If you let your kids crawl around on the floor, it's not such a bad thing. And now there's some scientific proof to this, right?
This has been going on for decades. You know, researchers have been studying these babies, trying to figure out what's beneficial, what's harmful. And so, you know, this latest study that you referenced is an attempt to really try to get more specific about what are the factors that can be protective.
Okay, so how far should parents go then to let their kids be exposed to some germs?
Well, you know, I think it's important to differentiate between germs and, you know, animal dander.
Okay.
Germs can be very harmful, you know.
Okay, good point.
But just a regular, you know, dander from animals and stuff, that looks to be helpful to the immune system so that babies' immune systems can learn what is truly a threat and what is not a threat.
Yeah, because I look at it, I'm very allergic to pets right now. Even dogs, they give me hives, cats, it's horrible. And I think back, if I would have had a cat or a dog as a youngster, then it probably wouldn't be that way. And that's really what the research is saying, is your parents are really going to do a favor for their kids later on.
Yeah, one of the studies that's most often referenced goes back to 2008 that was published in JAMA. And that showed pretty good evidence that if you had two dogs or cats that early on in life exposure, you're going to later on have a lower chance of having asthma.
So as a doctor, as a family doctor, what do you tell parents who come in there and they're concerned and they're like, you know, I don't know, doc, I know the research says this, but I'm just worried about letting a baby, a 6-month-old, a 1-year-old, be near pets like that and have them in the house? Yeah,
worry is just part of being a parent, you know, so you definitely have to manage that for new parents. But I just tell them to use their common sense, you know, trust their judgment, and not to go too far overboard either way. You don't want to isolate your children, your babies especially, from all the environment so, you know, that they're cut off from that. But you also don't want to let them, you know, get overly dirty or exposed.
Yeah, don't let them like grab a cutting board with like old meat left on it or something like that. Salmonella, that's bad.
Right.
What about the idea, real quick, of the whole antibacterial soap? It seems like we've become obsessed with that as a society, that like everything you go and buy, it's got to be antibacterial. It's got to be antibacterial. Does it have to be? Is that really good?
I mean, I think the answer to that question depends on who you ask, you know. There's a lot of benefits to antibacterial because there's a lot of bad stuff out there. Influenza, resistant bacteria. You know, so as adults, our immune systems aren't really changing. So we should be using antibacterial.
Okay.
You know, the study more references the really young kids whose immune systems are still being shaped. So maybe, you know, dunking them in the antibacterial every day is not a great idea.
Yeah.
But for adults, I think the benefits outweigh the harms.
Okay. I think it's almost like let kids be kids a little bit.
Yeah.
They'll be better off in the long run. Okay, very good. Doctor, thank you so much. You want more information on this and the study and Loveless, you can head to our website at KASA.com. Click on the KASA blog. Dr. Jeffrey Thomas, thanks for coming in. Come back soon.
Thanks a lot.
Pleasure talking to you.